As I sit down to write this, we were merely a week and change away from starting life on the road. We were in the butterflies and stomach phase, and it's been remarked by many that if you don't feel some sort of inkling of fear or anxiety with a life change this massive, then you might need to be concerned. However, Paul and I are both resolved to give this our best shot and work hard to focus on unwinding our lives from the old routines that have embedded their monotonous claws into us for so many years. I will no longer source excitement around the latest restaurant opening in town, the newest art show opportunity, the exciting concert announcement that everyone and their brother will go to. I can merely exist in a corner of this country, and my sole enrichment will be the challenges of the weather, the inventory of our home, the forces of nature that surround me, buzzing bees, a rolling stream, the wind causing the trees to dance and sway to a silent song. These things will now consume my existence. Okay, so I know most of you are here to watch my van build progress, so thanks for indulging me in my small reflection. The last parts of our van build were mostly focused around details. Paul was able to finish off adding the paneling needed for the van walls and also wire up any last electrical components that were still hanging around. We also added some wooden panels onto the sides of the van and some of the empty spaces, mostly for decor and aesthetic, but also for the ability to be able to hang things on if needed. I got to work restaining some of the walls, which were originally a chestnut color, and I wanted something just a little bit darker that would match some other components in the van. So I found a stain called American Walnut, which worked perfectly. We also decided to redo a portion of our bed platform by installing some long piano hinges, which allows us to open and close the platform a little more easily on both sides. Later, we will install possibly a mechanism to hold these platforms up, so if maybe we wanted to turn the bed into a couch, it would definitely be possible, but again, something for a future project due to our time constraints. We also worked on getting the ceiling finished up with some particle board underlayment and then placing some paintable wallpaper on top of that with some adhesive. And then I spray painted it a beautiful copper color to kind of tie everything in aesthetically. And we don't really know how well this is going to work in theory, but I guess you'll have to keep watching and see whether or not it lasted for a while. We thought it turned out spectacular, and we can't wait to show you on our final build. Paul got to work adding the storage components. These were on the back panels on the back door. This is a Tronez shoe kind of storage organizer that you can purchase at IKEA. We're going to be using this to house our just random objects like hoses, extension cords, hardware components for the van, miscellaneous things of that sort. My swivel seat was also installed this past weekend, and we got to some of the final furniture going into the van, which was our drawers from IKEA. These will house all of our clothes. And Paul also additionally installed a couple more Tronez storage components next to those drawers too, just for spare clothing or things we might not wear that often. To help with the doors on the drawers from sliding out while we are moving, Paul installed some small hinges that can be opened and closed when needed. And this is the full view of our back garage area. And finally, it brings me to the last segment, which is talking about the beloved Westgate community in Columbus that I called home for over 7 years. I was brought to this community by a small group called Summer Jam, which was created as an arts festival. I came in as an artist, and I was scared to death given the reputation of that side of town, but I found such a beautiful community with quaint and wonderful houses. This home was my home that I called home for 7 years, and it's been such a wonderful place full of so many life events. It's kind of bittersweet. While we were excited to hit the road, it's sad to say goodbye, but I think we're ready, and we are happy to say that this house will make another person and another family much happier in the future. We ended up closing on the house, and we hit the road directly from there. Here is the final piece of our build, which was the plastic decal on the steering wheel, and that signifies we are ready to go. Goodbye home, goodbye Westgate, and for those of you watching, stay tuned for our final van build reveal. Thanks for watching, guys.